Kanina may napanood akong video regarding sa lumubog na barko. May isang ini-interview doon na survivor. Sabi niya, kulang-kulang daw yung life jacket. At isa pa, ang nakapagtataka doon ay nakapadlock. Okay, so ayon sa International Maritime Organization under SOLAS, kailangan ang passenger ship should have a sufficient numbers of life jacket in accordance to the carrying capacity. Kailangan kompleto, tag-iisa ang lahat na passenger and crew ng barko. Now, in addition to that, for that regulation, if the vessel's voyage, yung travel niya, is less than 24 hours, kailangan or required to have an extra life jacket of 2.5%. But if the ship's voyage is more than 24 hours, ang required na number of life jacket, required of extra life jacket should be at least 10%. Itong 10% is for adults. Now, for example, if the passenger ship carrying 1,000, so kailangan ang extra life jacket ay ilan? Sa 10% is kailangan may 100. Sa 2.5, kailangan mayroong 25. Yun yung barko na ang voyage niya ay 24 hours or more. At saka, maliban dyan, kailangan the ship prior departure should conduct an abandon ship drill. Or similar to that, pwedeng by video. No, ipi-play yun. Pag naka-alongside siya, may mga TV, naka-play dapat yun. Nasaan yung mga life jacket at paano gumamit ng life jacket. At saka yung master station, kailangan nandoon din mayroong instruction. No? Kaya yung sinasabi ng survivors na yung life jacket ay nakapadlock. So ito sa mga future passenger. Pag kayo'y sasakay, traveling at sea, kailangan pagsampa nyo doon sa barko, kung saan man yung assigned cabin nyo, kailangan alamin mo kung saan nakalagay yung life jacket na para sa'yo. So, hindi lang upo dyan. Ganon din, parang parehas din yan sa airplane. Sa airplane, di ba, pag sampa mo, bago mag-take off yan, mayroong nag-announce, then at the same time, may nagdi-demo. Kung wala man, video. So, sa mga crew or mga future seafarers, because safety is the responsibility of an individual. Pag may napansin tayo, so we must approach the right person. Sir, yung life jacket doon sa cabin na ganito, sa area ng ganito, nakapadlock. No? Kaya, bago mag-depart, make it sure na yung life jacket nyo ay accessible in case anytime na magkaroong emergency. At i-brief din natin yung mga pasahero But because they are not a seafarer, they are not familiar with the layout of the ship. And some of them, medyo hindi kabisado kung paano gamitin ang life jacket. Again, maging aware tayo, whether you are a crew or a passenger, we must be responsible for our own safety or the safety on board the ship. Every person have the right to protect or preserve their lives. Kaya, halos paulit-ulit ang trahedya na nangyayari sa ating bansa, sa ating mga local shipping. Halos ganon ang maririnig natin sa mga survivors. Pinabayaan kami ng mga crew, no? Walang life jacket, walang nag-guide sa amin. So, nung lumubog yung Estonia in Baltic Sea, doon nagkaroon ng regulasyon na those person serving on a passenger ship should undergo the crowd and crisis management. No. Kasi nung sa Estoniang pangyayari, no one guiding the passenger going to the master station, going to the lifeboat. Kailangan dapat, pag nagkaroon ng emergency, right away, pagtagilid pa lang, or may sumabog, the crew and officers should guide the passenger from their cabins or from the place they are going to the master station and listen to the announcement by the captain. So, nakita ko doon, bali sa mga information sa balita, ay nagpanik na. Kailangan natin maging seryoso tayo, whether we are a passenger or a crew. So, we must exercise the right one. Kailangan gawin natin ang tama para maiwasan natin ang paulit-ulit na trahedya sa ating mga local shipping. We must learn, explore our career, knowing our duties and responsibilities, not only focusing on our job, but helping our colleagues in all. Kaya, we need to have a proper and effective training and drills para sa ganon, pag mayroong sakuna na ganito, ay maging most effective ang ating response in increasing the number of survivors.